dun, 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 dun. Welcome back to another Getting Projects Done with me, Chris. Today I am continuing my work on, trying not to roll over chords, working on my Shroud Runners, trying to get these guys done. These are really fantastic new looking models and I want to get them done. So that is the plan. Let's jump over here. There we go. And we jumped over here. There we go. All right, we're ready to go now. So yeah, we're just going to work on getting Shroud Runners. The main bikes, obviously, still working on them. I'm going to quickly do, we did a bit of highlighting when we initially laid the color out, so I'm going to quickly lay in some edge highlights. I'm just going to do Evil Sun Scarlet, Wild Rider Red, and then we are going to tape off the hulls and do the chevrons. That's the plan anyway. Giving my paint a mix. Mixing up my paint. Oh, how I enjoy my paint being mixed. Bum 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 bum. Yeah, so really quickly I'm just gonna do some edge highlights. Let's put these somewhere off frame here a bit, and we'll just jump into that. Grab-a-vous, my trusty rusty paintbrush here for scooping up paint. There we go. We got fresh paint water on the go. Didn't bother with a palette or a wet palette, just because, well, not doing too much with the opaque colors. And with this highlight here, I'm going to do a majority of edges, building outwards like I normally do. So like here, for example, you guys can kind of see that. Yeah, you guys can kind of see that. Just like that. Just along basically this back edge right here. So if we do that to the little aerial in the back, we just go like so, and like so. Just that. Something simple. Nothing terribly complex. Pretty straightforward. And get to some other areas here. Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be mostly straightforward. So far today I'm in the stream by myself, which is all right. Allows me the opportunity to concentrate on what I'm doing rather than big old distractions as usual, because I am easily distracted. Just like that. So really, really straightforward. Nothing terribly complex. Just like so. Here we go. So, I'm a little quiet because I'm concentrating. Like I said, I only do the back side of the highlight just for aesthetics reason. Just like that. Nothing terribly complex. Once we get to it, we'll do those chevrons. The chevrons. The chevrons. 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 Uh-oh. Somebody's in here. What's happening? Oh no.
You doing getting projects done, or am I interrupting something?
I'm doing getting projects done. What's up? Who dat? Oh, Alex, what's happening? You're not interrupting anything. I'm streaming right now, but I usually jump in here when it's time to do a stream because having more of the goofballs in here is a little bit more entertaining than just me sitting here talking to myself. At least I think it is. I could be wrong. How's you? Good chat. Good pep talk. Just pop in to say hi or what? I'm on freaking mute, aren't I? Sorry, I forgot I had myself on mute. I was talking to you, but
But I wasn't answering back.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, I am streaming right now, but that's fine. That's the whole point of why I come into this channel during live streams.
How's it going, Chris? It's been a while.
Yeah, how you been?
Busy. Lots of shit's been happening one after the other, if you haven't noticed.
A little bit.
This poor time to be working in the medical field, I tell you.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, for what it's worth. What are you working on now? I can't have Twitch open at the same time.
I am working on my Shroud Runners. Gonna get the little chevrons prepared today. Get them all happening. Right now I'm just doing some really straightforward edge highlights on some of the red components on this bike. And then, work on the chevrons. Get them done.
Yeah, that's the purpose.
Yeah. How you been?
You gonna do some math? What's that?
How you been?
I've been pretty good. Been managing to do a lot more projects lately, just haven't posted anything on Instagrams. Currently working on a sentry pylon for the Necrons.
Ooh. Sounds fun.
Very glossy. Had the opportunity to pick up some gloss primer and a bunch of turbo dork paint, so.
Oh, nice.
To wear sunglasses shortly in this thing, goddamn.
Yeah, the turbo dork paints are pretty good for making things a little bit brighter.
Yeah, because before I was using the steel blue from Games Workshop. I think it's granite steel, but for some reason when you spray that through the airbrush, it just turns to like a gray metal. The blue color wouldn't show through nearly as much.
Did you thin the metallic down?
I did.
Yeah. That might be why. But it's not really designed for an airbrush, is it?
Probably not.
No.
I haven't seen an airbrush variant of it from Citadel, so probably says a lot.
Yeah. Well, because there's a lot of times when you're dealing with metallics, especially colored metallics, you end up having to like lay quite a bit down, just because some of the color just doesn't come through when you do it in a typical fashion on an airbrush, where you're just laying color down, kind of thing, right?
So I learned.
Yeah.
Well, it's part of the process.
Yeah, it's part of the process, part of, learning and just getting experience, right, with the products. Because not everything acts the same.
Yeah, that's for sure. The part I find enjoyable in that whole experience is, okay, why did this happen? Looking it up and realizing that mediums and thinners interact differently with colors, and depending how the colors are made and so on and so forth. So
yeah, because it seems like like most brush-on type paints, when you apply them, they're counting on you applying like a large amount at once. Like for example, like the blue steel for Citadel, you lay it down fairly heavily when doing it by brush, as opposed to airbrush where you're slowly building up because you're accruing layers as you keep lingering on the area, right? So
that's what I'd observe on the granite steel, is that the blue is more of a sheen rather than an undercoat.
Okay. I've never used the color myself, because that's the one where when they last did the big push for Grey Knights, that's when that blue steel came out, right?
Oof, asking the wrong person.
Yeah, I think that's when that metallic came out, is when they were doing like a release for Grey Knights. Probably,
Would make sense.
Yeah, because it works really well for the Grey Knights, right? Because they're predominantly a blue steel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working on anything in particular?
Just the Necron Sentry Pollen there, so I'm currently working on the gray tones to then apply my fluorescent paint. I went balls to the wall with this Necron Army project. They're just doing all the fun stuff. Color shifts, metallics, fluorescence.
Wow, nice. Yeah, you're going to have to share some pics when you're all done.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be the same scheme of the other photos I put up there. I think Scorpion Destroyer Lord was one that I showed off in the stream once.
Yeah.
You send pics to Chris. Make sure you send them via Snapchat so you know when he saves them.
What?
Well, I was actually thinking about putting a link in the email. I know he loves that so much. Maybe we'll put a Snapchat link in the email. Now we're talking.
Chris didn't get my joke.
No, I didn't. It was one of those young people jokes, wasn't it?
Before OnlyFans, the people that use OnlyFans use Snapchat.
Oh.
And when you send pictures to people on Snapchat, Snapchat tells you if somebody says something.
Oh. No, I didn't get that.
It explains a lot of the HR issues at work.
Well, you got a lot of people Snapchatting each other?
I shouldn't talk about it too much.
Well, you can speak about it in broad terms, no?
Well, I was just making a Chris a perverted old man joke.
Oh. Well, fuck, that's not news, dude. I think anybody who's been listening to me for any length of time knows I'm like one of the biggest perverts on this planet. I don't hide it. At least well.
I was say, once you register, it's kind of hard to hide.
True. Very true. Once you're on that fucking list, yeah, it's kind of hard. Once you're on the mailing list. But you know you've made it when you've made the mailing list.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I remember one of those apps that tells you, like, that looks at the registry and shows you, like, on a map where they all live.
Oh, yeah.
One of the apps doesn't always update when said person moves. So there are some towns and cities where you open up the map and there are blips everywhere. But then when you click on the blips, it's all the same dude. He's just moved.
Oh, jeez. It's like, this town's full
We're
of people.
surrounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of perverts here.
The hell did he put the water here?
Yeah, for sure. So how's Mr. Boop today?
Getting ready for Adepticon.
Nice. Well, I'm a little bit jelly. A little bit.
For any monkeys out there that I may know, there is an offer that if there's something specific, only available at the con. I'm not buying anybody. Not getting it. I'm not standing in line to buy somebody a freaking Space Marine tech squad. But there are monkeys out there looking for something that's only at Adepticon. I might be willing to stand in line for them.
Is there anything for that's exclusive? I imagine there is, but do you
Games
know?
Workshop has their underwhelming Space Marine champion, and then the wizard dude for the swamp orcs.
Oh, the Blade Guard veteran without the shield, basically.
Yeah. That is just the Primaris champion. That I don't think there is a difference in the codex between a Primaris champion and champion. I think they use the same stat line because Firstborn Space Marines are 2 wounds, so it doesn't matter. But it's that guy, and then there's the swamp shaman for the swamp orcs. I don't remember what the heck they're. It's the one that has like a blindfold over his eye.
If it doesn't have a pot rod, I'm not interested.
Do limited shit. What?
So if it doesn't have a pot rod, I'm not interested.
So many other companies do like small little things.
Yeah, I know. Like they usually do like the big grab bag. I don't know if they're doing that this year, but.
What's that big?
What's that?
The bag you pay extra money for for Adepticon.
Yeah.
They did that. It was the same as last year or last time with lottery.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't care for that.
No, but I meant like, you know, if so and so miniature company is there and there's like something they're only selling at Adepticon, if you will.
An Adepticon exclusive.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm really missing out on is like, for example, like I love like the little things like this from Adepticon. This sits on my desk all the time. I use this all the time. It's just a coaster.
Oh, the coasters?
Yeah.
I think I did coasters this year because I got a pint glass, but I didn't see any coasters.
Yeah, I always get the pint glass.
I could send you a pint glass.
Unfortunately, I think 2 of them, the family broke because people like using my cups. I tell them not to use my fucking mugs, but they use them, and they get fucked up, and yeah.
Yeah, because then they didn't fuck up their cup. They fucked up your cup.
Yeah, exactly, right? They didn't fuck up their shit. And there's plenty of glasses for everybody else to use in this house, but nope, they got to use Dad's because, you know, it's Dad's shit, right? It's funnier to see Dad flip out about the tiny things than, you know, other shit. But yeah, yeah, Adepticon, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, this one. I've barely used it when we did get it on the trip. Where was it? Where is it? There it is. I love this thing. And I think they're doing another one this year. The bottle opener. This thing's fantastic. And I don't know if they're doing another one or if it's the same one. Because this doesn't have like a date on it or anything like that.
It might be the same one because they have a store website up for like the merch from 2020.
Oh, okay.
The one they didn't have, the one that they canceled, they had to cancel like pretty much last minute.
Yeah, yeah.
So they put all that merch up. So I think it's just the same bottle.
Yeah, it might be. It's a pretty heavy piece of brass. Color. It's almost like worthy of brass knuckle type of.
Let me look for it.
But yeah, I like the Adepticon specific stuff because I have like the T-shirts, I have coasters, I've got the mugs.
The 2020 bottle opener is the same, and I think this year's bottle opener is also. It might be silver instead of brass, but I think it's the same.
Oh, that's doo-doo.
I think. I don't remember. I can send you a pint glass if you want.
Yeah, you just send me the bill, and yeah. If you get me a glass, that'd be fucking great.
Well, I bought 2.
You bought 2? Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you one. Because I just bought it. I was like, I might actually use it. So.
No, I use them. Like I said, just two of them have been destroyed. But I think my oldest one, which is my 15, is still in there. Because I was going to the Adepticon, I think, since 15. Because the last 2 I've missed. But there hasn't been 2, right?
Yeah, there hasn't been 2.
Yeah. So yeah, this will be the first year in 5 that I've missed.
Yeah. The first one that you've missed that you've been able to. So this has been your job, basically.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean.
Well, no, but
because the very first time I went, it was just me, and then the next.
Just, you didn't go work related. Okay.
Yeah, the first time I went, it was just me. And then the next 2 times were with Mini Wargaming. And then the last 2 times was by myself again.
Yeah, just hit me up at the end of the convention. And
yeah, well,
no.
Yeah, just scan like you know how they usually have that booth where they often will sell this shit. Yeah, just take like some snaps. Like I definitely want a glass, but like if there's any other little bullshit things, let me know.
I want all the bullshit.
Yeah, I like the bullshit things. I like bullshit.
Now, if you do get things, you got to be responsible and keep it away from your family.
I can't, because I mean, up until like probably less than 10 years ago, we got rid of like a lot of old cups and dishes and stuff like that we had since the kids were small, and we just finally got rid of those like less than 10 years ago, like plastic cups and shit like that, right?
Always go to throw shit like that away, and my mother's like, no, don't do that. And I was like, this cup I had when I was like 2, you can't even see the fucking graphic on it anymore.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, like,
I get it, but if I ever have kids, I'm like, Mom, your grandkid's not gonna want the shitty used old cup. She's gonna want a new cup.
But when your kids show up at her house, she's gonna have those things ready. I think that's the thinking, because that's my kind of thinking.
I guess.
Right? So
I take after my grandmother's thinking. The grandbabies get all new cool things.
That too. I mean, it's either one. And as your parents, being the grandparents, they do it just to torture you. That's the whole point.
My grandmother.
Oh yeah, all the stuff they don't want, they offload onto you as soon as you move out. Goddamn.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what is it? Like my grandmother kept toys from like when my dad and uncles were kids, but those weren't the toys we played with. They were just kept in a closet in the basement. We got all new toys.
Got all the new shit.
Yeah, back before like Toys R Us went out of business, and what is it, like KB Toys or whatever was still a company.
I have no idea.
Wait, Toys R Us is gone? What?
Yeah, Toys R Us is gone.
It's in this weird limbo where they went bankrupt like 5 years, and there's kind of like some stores are there, but it's basically because the company that now Toys R Us is like, I don't know what to fucking do with it.
Yeah. I live under a rock, apparently.
Yeah, Toys R Us. Yeah, they went under.
They went belly up.
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5 years ago.
So they can't blame the pandemic.
Especially during a time where people need toys more than ever. Frick.
Yeah, I do.
Want to be honest?
That's why I'm in the basement right now.
I guess complaint or scapegoat or whatever for going belly up was kind of true. It's you can't compete with places like Amazon on the online market.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It is tough. I think that kind of shit was like, it's really more Walmart's fault for the death of most retail.
Oh, Walmart. Because, I mean, Toys R Us is a chain, but it was not a big chain. All they did was sell toys.
It was a pretty big chain. I mean, most cities here in Canada have...
It's not as big as, like, Walmart.
No. Yeah, there's, like, most towns will have, like, 2 Walmarts.
Yeah, towns have, like, 2 or 3 fucking Walmarts.
Yeah.
Like, where I live, there's, like, 4 Walmarts within equal, like, 10, 15 minutes away.
Right.
Jeez.
Because unlike Toys R Us, or places like Toys R Us, Walmart kind of just does everything, from groceries to household items, and a lot of them are now open 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I wonder if they get nice shift premiums.
It's Walmart, so it's big company, but then it's like the shittier of the big companies to work for, so probably not.
Yeah, true.
Kim, hey, did you switch times? No. Daylight savings on this side, so it's like 4:29 for me right now. But it's for everybody else who's not in North America, yeah, it's probably an hour early. But yeah.
I just wish the whole world would decide on whether they want daylight saving or don't. And it's not because I personally don't give a shit having to change my clocks back. It's just some countries acknowledge its existence, some don't, so the time zones never fucking line up.
True.
Pretty sure North America is pretty much the only place that does it anyway, so It's more of what the hell's the
North
point?
America, I think the UK does it like a week before us. Some shit.
The UK? Huh.
Yes.
I think it's just mostly like former colonies like Anglo speaking do it.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Goddamn colonies.
Goddamn colonies.
Yeah, so if you don't like daylight savings, I don't know who invented it, but let's do the time mold thing, where all the former colonies just blame the British for everything.
There we go.
So it's the British's fault.
I'm sure they're not tired
Don't
of
care
that.
if they actually invented it. It's their fault.
Yeah, I'm sure the British aren't tired of that. Getting blamed for colonizing the world.
I'm sure time zones was a Canadian thing.
Well, from what I understand,
I gotta look it up.
From what I understand, the whole time zone thing is because of rail.
Yeah.
It's rail, and some of it has to do with farming.
Yeah.
And then some of it just has to do with people over here, waking up at, 9 in the morning. But no, it's actually 9 p.m. if you use the clock.
Sophie started streaming earlier, Chris. You kind of, but not. Cosmic Net, yo. Sophie, I see Chris as a granddad letting his grandkids do all the things he complained about his kids doing. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally. Yeah, my kids will get away, or my grandkids will get away with everything.
Grandparents weaponize the grandkids.
Yep.
The parents.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the cycle of life.
Fact.
Yep, that's the cycle of life, Simba.
Baby X a bitch.
Because my parents did it to me, and the wife's parents did it to her and us, and yeah.
Because apparently I was such a good kid that I don't know if my parents had me.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
My brother, on the other hand.
If your parents thought they were such a good kid that decided not to have another one there, you might want to suspect that statement.
No, I was the first. They stopped at the second. So it wasn't me.
Okay. Oh, there you go. I can use that against him. Or her.
Beep. Boop.
What?
Shut your fucking bird up.
Hey, Banshee. Chris wants you to shut the fuck up.
I'm just kidding.
Too late. I already told her she hates you.
Oh. Well, it wouldn't be the first bird.
What? Wouldn't be the first bird, yep, then.
Yeah, first bird to hate me. Mainly because they're delicious. It's usually why I get the hate mail from birds. They're like, stop eating us. And I'm like, no, you're too damn delicious. So,
Want me to stop eating you? Why you make yourself so damn good?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
This one might make a good chicken nugget because she's kind of fat.
Nice.
She's getting older, and I'm just kind of like, I'm just gonna let her do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah,
So she's got kind of fat.
that's all right.
I've only
Not
now
super
just-
fat, but I'm like, you put on some weight.
I've only just clued into the fact that you're talking about an actual bird. I thought you were talking about your spouse or something. Jesus, I was like, damn, this guy's savage.
Yo, why don't you shut your bitch up? Yo, keep your bitch in line, man.
I like how that's fine in my books, but as soon as you go start going, yeah, she's getting fat too, it's like, whoa, what the? Telling her to shop is one thing.
Kim, here in Scandinavia, the local toy stores jumped on the Toys R Us stores when they went under to stock for pennies on the dollar to get the stock. Yeah, oh yeah? Yeah, I bet. I bet tons of people were just scavenging Toys R Us catalog inventory. All right, we've got the edge highlighting done. Let's do some chevrons. Sophie is not. Who said they were a good kid? Don't believe it for a second. Yeah, I don't believe it. I'm still a firm believer in there's no bad kids, just bad parents. And my kids
then I was a good kid.
are assholes. So what does that mean? I don't know. I'm an asshole, I guess. We were actually having a laugh about this the other night that my daughter had made the point about us being toxic or something like that. Oh, because all the toxicity from the wife and myself distilled and marinated in the youngest, and yeah, so she's peak level toxicity. So
poor child never had a chance.
Yeah, no, she loves it though. She owns it. She owns it. Yeah, I
Good for her.
Yeah, I wouldn't join her Discord or anything like that because yeah, I'm sure there's stuff in there that is not for my ears.
My old man's such a dick.
Oh, not just that. I mean, I wouldn't give a shit if she said that, but yeah, I'm sure she says that. Because sometimes when she's on her headset and she's talking with her friends on Discord or what have you, and they're playing video games and whatnot, and it's dinner time, and I'll just holler upstairs at her, like really, really loud, in my deepest, manliest voice I can muster, really atop my lungs. Dinner's ready! Get down here! Like that, and then I can hear the irritation in her response, because it's probably her friends are laughing at her or something like that, so yeah. That's why I do it.
That's the most satisfying part.
Yeah. Just to troll the kids. All right. Quick question on these bikes. Are they 1 chevron, 2 chevron?
As many as you
Definitely
want.
not as much.
I'll do 1 chevron. One
Do
thick
one,
one.
and then the second squad you can do 2.
Well, if I get another set of these, I most likely add to this unit. Because I think bigger squads of like these guys or even the regular bikes or even the Shining Spears, they it's fine, Boop, don't worry about her. They seem to operate better in bigger blocks. So far. On paper it looks like anyway. Alright. So let's go.
Like, tell me to shut the fuck up, bitch. I'll tell you. She's just looking straight at me.
Yeah, I know. Birds are not dumb. I know.
They can hold a grudge.
They can hold a grudge. You know what? I'm going to cut this one in half.
You're talking about the model, right?
Yes. Yes, I am. Normally this kind of tape I don't worry too much about taking the stickiness out of it because they're pretty darn good. I've, knock on wood, not run into an issue with this tape sticking to this paint job or whatever, to the work surface. You know, with the green painter's tape, you kind of worry about that one. That's why I often recommend taking some of the sticky tack out of it. Now the hard part is finding that center. Somewhere around like that, I think. That feels balanced. Yes. The nice stuff about this tape too is it conforms nicely to a model surface. This is the Tamiya masking tape I'm using. I've got the Tamiya, what is this? 3 mil? 4 mil? 6 mil. This one's the 6 mil.
Back in my day, I could walk in the store with $25, walk out with 6 porterhouse steaks, 2 chickens, a case of beer, 5 bottles of wine, 2 loaves of bread, and a gallon of milk. Can't do that today. Too many fucking cameras.
Wait, are you advocating thievery?
No, just reading somebody's fucking tweet.
Oh god, are we canceling Boop now?
Yeah, we're canceling Boop.
Chris, I'm getting canceled now. Chris was canceled like 2 years ago.
True.
On this episode, on Way to Brush, getting projects done, we talk about tax fraud.
Honestly, though, if I felt like it would be a good episode and it would help somebody out, I would do it.
Well, it's not illegal to talk about it.
No?
It's illegal to do it.
Oh.
That's why the Anarchist Cookbook was a thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You could talk about it. You could tell people how to.
You just get in trouble for doing what that book tells you.
Exactly. As long as you don't recommend things, you're fine. So should I start off with, I'm not telling you to do it, but here's how. I'm pretty sure O.J. Simpson had a title book like that. Not saying I did, but if I did, here's how, or something like that.
It was strangely similar to how it was done. I never actually read the book, but when that book came out, we were like, this sounds strangely similar to some of the things that happened.
The Anarchist Cookbook? Oh, yeah. I've read it.
I'm not talking about the Anarchist Cookbook.
Oh.
I'm talking about the O.J. wrote a book
Oh, I didn't
about
read that.
how if he had murdered was it his ex?
Yeah.
How he murdered his ex, how he would do it.
Now, I'm not really one for conspiracy theories and stuff, but I was watching. Yeah, but I was watching a vid about how possibly OJ really didn't do it, and in fact, OJ took the rap for his kid. I know.
Oh, anything's possible. It's just probability. That's the other factor.
Right. But
that's an interesting possibility.
Yeah, it was one of those things. It was because the way he laid out the key points was the fact that the glove, obviously, it didn't fit OJ's hand, but his son was a little bit smaller than him, and the glove would have fit him, and also how his kid was caught up with the ex-wife or something like that, and it was something between the two of them. I don't know if it was like a romantic thing or if it was something else, but anyway. And then the other one was the vehicle chase and how his son was with him, and they were just like, on the road making a run for it kind of thing. And yeah, it's really interesting. I if I had a link to the video, I'd show it. I mean, it's conspiracy theory stuff. It's
I mean, as far as I'm considered, my opinion on the matter does not matter because he had his day in court. Court said he didn't do it. That's the end of the story for me.
Oh, that motherfucker did it. Oh, he did it. He totally did it.
Oh, I'm saying my personal opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah, OJ did it. He did it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Chris said it so therefore.
Therefore, yeah.
I have spoken. We can get Crystal Blurred to ride around on and go, I have spoken.
The first time I watched that episode, I thought those things would be fantastic to ride around on.
Things?
I just like the guys
from Mandalorian,
like,
the Blurred.
I have, dudes like a short Ugnaught, I don't know how you pronounce that.
Sure.
Whatever, but he command, and he was from a lowly station, but he commands so much authority when he just goes, I have spoken. It's just like, that's the end of the discussion. Doesn't matter if you're a badass like gun-toting badass like Mando or not. It's like he's like, I have spoken. And that's the end of the fucking.
This level of file, it's like, all right, I said what I need to say. I'm done. Fuck you guys. I just did enjoy it.
I'm just preparing this second piece of tape for the chevrons. Basically, I cut them in half, but at a slight angle, so that I can get them to overlap and make a nice little point. But I can't cut them on my glass surface here. Well, I could, but I end up scratching up all my glass. This tape might be too short. Where am I in these comments? Sophie, yeah, typical dad move, goes for any opportunity to be annoying and embarrassing. Yeah, I don't know about annoying, but embarrassing. But every time my daughter passes me in the house, she raises her fist like she's gonna box me in the gut. And so, I don't. The little shit, she's looking for a scrap. So, yeah.
Oh,
She's got too much of her dad in her, I guess. Hey, what's happening, Barfin?
just took a wicked shit.
Oh. All right. Good to
Right
hear.
out of the gates.
Yeah. Good to hear, bud.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear that all the plumbing's working.
I mean, you asked. Asking you shall receive.
Jeez.
Just took a massive shit and I feel like 10 pounds lighter.
Yeah, man.
Well, as long as it's healthy shit.
Oh no, never with me, man.
All the black.
He was screaming the whole way.
Not today, I weren't.
Oh, you passed out. Okay.
Passed out from it. Disco! Hey, Chris. Hey, everyone. Hey, Disco. Kim, yeah, I got the yellow masking tape in several sizes. Good tape. Not a big fan of the white plastic masking tape. Got several of those. They made for more curvy stuff, I think. Yes, yeah. These ones, yeah, they're made for going around bends, slight bends. But it's really good stuff. I think I've used it in a few videos demonstrating this stuff. But yeah, what I would like is more like a stencil for doing these chevrons. And I don't know if anybody sells stencils especially that will wrap properly. I know like there's a few places out there they make like vinyl ones, but like weeding out the excess material is kind of annoying. And oh, you're up. So how'd they fit? Sorry, my son is here.
They feel pretty good, actually.
Yeah? Wait, yeah, but do you have socks on?
No, these are without socks, and they feel pretty good.
Yeah. I got him new shoes. He's starting a new job there next week.
Good shoe.
Yeah, so they fit good. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Your mother's gonna make you try them on later, so
They feel pretty comfortable on the feet, too.
put some socks on, and see how they fit with socks.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Well, you want to thank me? Don't get fucking fired from your job.
Actions speak louder than words, after all.
Right? I mean, like, am I wrong? Like, if he wants to thank his old man, I mean, just don't get fucking fired from your job.
Where is he working at?
There's a greenhouse nearby, and they were looking for some capable individuals, and yeah, so he applied, and they liked him, and so he got it, and I was pretty happy about that. The greenhouse in question is a weed greenhouse. So.
Is that why you're pretty happy about it? Discounts?
I don't know if he gets a discount, but if he does, fucking sweet.
Yeah, good for him, though.
Yeah. I'm going to clip that little bit off. A little too much right there. Oh, I need some smaller scissors. Ooh, I'm going to scratch up the frickin' paint doing this. I think that's good enough, right? I think so. There's one. Yes, don't worry. I'll mask off the rest of the model. Kim, Followed Hobbies makes great stencils that's sticky and are made for form on a nice plastic that warps around stuff. Yeah, I've used Followed Hobbies. I've gotten their diamond one and another one. I've got a few airbrush stencils. And I have the means myself to make stencils. I have a plotter that can, cut out these designs and stuff. Do you think I feel like busting out my cutter though? No. Do I feel like doing it?
You're just not cheap enough, Chris.
Apparently. Yeah, you know what that's really what it is. Is like, because again, whenever I'm factoring in what is my time worth, I'm like, fuck it, I don't fucking feel like doing this right now. Like, who has the time for this? So yeah, it's that kind of thing where it's, what is my time worth? That's the trap. That is the trap.
Oh, what the hell did I just do? There we go.
Nope, fuck that up. Nope. Shit. Nope. Come on, there we go. Holy shit. Boop, what are you doing to that bird?
Nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing.
Hmm?
Doesn't sound like nothing. Sound like you're picking on that bird. You fighting that bird?
No, she sees something outside.
Did she taught a putty tat?
Fuck's
no.
sake.
What?
And you had a hard time saying that.
Well, I'm a little half in the bag.
Jeez, you smell toast there too much?
Chris just like face first, just like falls into his head.
Somebody called the ambulance.
No.
And that is the free reign for the Boop and Sheep show.
Well, we got Alex in here with us today.
Yeah, he'll be the special
Yes.
guest to our show.
I'm not people. I know this.
He's not one of the normies.
But it is normal anyways.
Fucking normies.
Except for fucking boring.
All right, there we go. I think that right. I got it that time. I think. Right? Does that look even? That looks even. And I was just complaining about, what is my time worth? And here I am fucking making little chevrons on my bikes, pieces of tape, cutting them out, when I could probably just spend a couple hours to make a stencil once. That would save me time over a whole bunch, because these aren't the only jet bikes my ass will be painting. At least I don't think.
Consistency is a tricky thing.
Yeah.
Okay, what the hell was I doing here? I didn't want to put the time to doing that. OCD says yes. Ah, shit.
Yeah, and see, that's the problem with the OCD, because holy Christ, because it makes you do.
I'm sorry,
things.
you're saying before I rendered everyone deaf.
Well, that's the thing about OCD, is it makes you do all sorts of things.
Well, I'd rather the OCD make me do things than the voices.
I guess.
Fine line between those two.
What?
What?
There's a fine line between those two.
You'd be surprised how fine at times. Yeah, there.
Fuck you.
Is there like some daylight saving time bullshit going on? Because I apparently am late.
Like your time of the month late?
No, I don't have a uterus. Or those dastardly fallopian tubes.
Dastardly. Those
Yeah.
constarn things.
They mean business. Fucking there we go. That egg lead, bitch.
Yeah, it's daylight savings was Sunday for us in the North American side of things, so yeah.
Well, that explains it.
We collectively decided to screw up all of our sleep patterns.
Yeah. For some strange reason, we're all in on this thing called daylight savings.
It made sense in a time, but Frank, we got the internet now.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, to really mess people up, though, I mean, could just do it like, I was going to say daylight savings, but
Add another hour.
yeah, another hour on top of things. Okay, this is pissing me off. Okay, alright. Yeah, I'm officially pissed off now.
Let's make things up there. Let's roll back the time twice this year. See what happens.
Okay, let's try it this way. Should be good enough.
So do you other two gentlemen working on things?
Yes.
I was gonna say by gentlemen, I mean you two boop and barfing. Come on.
I said yes.
Nobody wants a response in your native language.
What getting any?
What is Norwegian for yes?
Yeah.
No, Norwegian.
Seems legit.
Yeah. It's the same, man.
Oh, thought it was gonna be something fun.
Nah.
Like
It's
Joff.
not really funny language.
We're not big on laughs. We Norwegians are a kind of a serious bunch.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, really?
Don't you fucking dare look at me. Look at me. Fuck yeah. See? Language.
Yep.
Don't you fucking dare look into my eye on the bus. Ooh.
He means business because he's on the bus.
No, we just don't like it. Fucking stay away from me and I'm fine. No, I'm not antisocial, but it's very uncommon to strike up a random ass conversation unless you're in the north.
Just not friendly in those parts, or what?
People just tend to mind their business a lot.
Well,
I can kind of see that.
yeah, I can agree with that.
It's the same thing over here. Like you go up northern Ontario and you walk across the street and people make eye contact and say hi to each other. How's it going? You go to the big city centers down south and how can I describe it? It's like people are afraid of looking at you.
Yeah.
Sophie, weed greenhouse. That's a high-paid job. I know, terrible. It's the pay's not bad. I mean, he's starting out at entry level, so. But they have trade secrets, so I don't know. I don't know what that means, but yeah.
It means you're into drugs.
Well, it is drugs. It's weed.
You'd be surprised how many people don't consider it a drug if it's legal. Goddamn, that makes my job difficult.
Well, I mean, lots of things are drugs, right? So.
Oh yeah, someone any drugs or alcohol? No. Okay. Any beers or weed tonight? Oh yeah, tons. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not one of those folk that, you know, thinks that weed is, you know, a cure-all for fucking everything that ails you or anything like that. Because I know there's plenty of those. I have family members that are like that.
Yeah, it's amazing how one substance can cure cancer, can cure kidney failure, cure organ failure, cure this, cure that, file your taxes. Like,
no, the only thing it cures is boredom.
and that's actually the cause of a lot of health issues. No, it's actually it. Boredom often leads to anxieties and depressions and shit like that, so it can actually lead to other more physical health issues through those avenues. I'm not saying that, hey, if you have liver failure, you should probably go for a walk and entertain yourself. That's not what I'm saying, but...
See, just leave it to a goddamn healthcare professional to fucking come into the conversation and just fucking suck the joy right out of doing drugs.
Oh, yeah, I know. I have a terrible tendency of doing that.
God, if I want to get lectured, I'd call my mom.
Hey, I have to actively try to not say, well, actually. If I catch myself about to say it, it's generally when I shut my mouth. Rare, I know.
All right. I think we're ready to do some Chevy runs. Chevy runs. Now here's how OCD Chris is. Every time I'm done with my tape, fold the end over. If I can fucking
That's not
manage.
OCD, that's practical.
It is practical, isn't it?
I was gonna say, if it was OCD, you'd be licking it 3 times, then folding it over 3 more times.
Oh. Okay, well, I don't do that. Well, I only don't do it because I know where my fingers have been. I do know where my fingers have been. All right. What should we use?
Right, therefore, folks, is why fecal matter can be found everywhere. Mostly on doorknobs.
Well, there, you heard it here first, kids.
I was telling you, you put your fingers in your ass.
Like right in?
Do you?
Way up there.
Well,
One knuckle or 2 knuckler?
well, it all depends. I mean, like, because it's kind of like, you know, like when you sit down on the can and, you know, you're having a hard time going, right? So, you know, like sometimes when you get like the ketchup jar and it just won't come out, and so you got to stick like the butter knife in there to kind of get things moving. Well, that's the way that it is with the finger, and the finger just goes right in there and just kind of like, you know, ring around the rosy kind of thing just to help the flow go and everything gets going. So yeah, that's how you end up with poop on your
unpack
finger.
that shit.
What?
You gotta unpack that shit.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there and you're, you know what I mean? And you know, you pat yourself on the top of the head trying to get the fucking flow going. No, it's not happening. So you got to stick your finger in there and just kind of, you know, and yeah.
Do you eat hay?
I do eat a lot of greens. Yes, a lot of broccoli. Oh fuck.
Oh god, the sound effect got me.
What the? Well, that because I mean you're not watching the stream, right? So I'm doing kind of a little finger motion, like a semicircular kind of finger motion. Just
Oh, you don't have to tell me. Just that sound.
Oh.
I can see the movement.
Oh.
I picture it as like a 3 to 4 finger thing.
No, you don't have to go too. You only have to go about past your second knuckle just to get things going. It doesn't require like a fist kind of thing. It's just, you know, one knuckle will get the job done. Like, let's not get crazy here.
Oh Jesus.
This is for when it needs to stay in.
Sophie, ew, just take a laxative, Chris. Jeez.
Well, the problem with laxatives, it doesn't undo the cork.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Like if there's a blockage there, you know, you got to get in there with something.
It's got to be some manual intervention.
Yeah, well, because like that's why I'm not afraid of colonoscopies, because I mean, like at least you know they break loose shit, right? It's It's kind of like when a river's all dammed up with logs, and then you need something to break that jam up, that log jam.
God, why the hell would you bring jam into a conversation about defecation?
Because sometimes it's a consistency. Because even when it comes out like jam, that's when you got to wipe like 500 times, right? Like when it's like jam consistency and you're like fucking smearing it around and shit. Yeah, that's like the worst because that's when you've had like too much Taco Bell.
It's more of like when there's crystallized sugar, which begs the question: how's your diabetes going?
My diabetes is fine, I think.
I think I've got jam ass, but I think it's fine. Yeah.
Jam ass. I got jam ass. I like that. I'm using that from now on. Jam ass. I got jam ass going. Fucking. Shit.
Oh, God.
Fucking jam ass.
What's taking you so long in the washroom? Well,
fucking got jam ass going.
You see, motherfucker.
All right. So to get us going, we're gonna use some carbon black from Golden, and then I'll probably add just a little bit of white to the mixture to do little highlights to the chevrons. Yes, we're gonna do highlights on chevrons. Just a little highlight.
Oh.
Grab a paper towel. Got my airbrush. We're just gonna quickly do this by brush. What time we at? Oh, we got plenty of time. Plenty of time. All right. Put our dangerous tools away. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to use a Renegade Chrome. Spraying it around. I don't even know. Oh, it's too high. That's 30. Turn that down. Yeah, about 20.
Oh, qu'est-ce qu'il y a de minou? Il est pas l'heure.
Are you on the phone?
I forgot I had a microphone on my earphones.
I can hear you.
I was talking to the cat.
Oh. You speak French to your cat?
Bitch. Yeah.
Okay. It's a French cat.
So you say that like you find it weird.
Well, no. It's just, I know, like, obviously French people speak French to their pets. German people speak German to their pets, right? Russian people speak Russian to their pets. But in question of, like, bilingualism, does he understand both? Or she?
Well, my theory is that he understands tone, because my wife doesn't speak French, and it's her cat, but believe me, he understands me when I start swearing at him in French.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, now, when you start swearing at him in French, do you follow that up with a quick boot?
Most of the time, no.
Most of the time.
Well, okay, let me iterate. I had to do it once, and only once.
Let me guess. It was during a conjugal visit, and he stuck his nose somewhere.
No, you want to be picked up? I picked the little bastard up, and he slapped me on the top of the head and drew blood, so...
Oh.
Quick chase later. Never did to me again.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Eh? Yeah, you little shithead. But he's a good cat now. Now he just grunts at you if he's discontent. I gotta feed him in 2 hours, now I gotta put up with him staring into my soul for, 2 hours. He doesn't yell at me as much as Boop's canary, though.
Why, the canary's yelling at you?
Heard him going off earlier, man.
Oh.
Seemed insulted.
Alright. Now, we've got just a little bit of black still sitting in there. We're going to add, I don't know, 2 or 3 drops of white. Let's give that a quick mix-a-voo.
I understand that joke.
I understand that reference. 3 drops. It's probably too much, but who cares? You know what? Let's grab just a little bit of water onto the brush. It's quite a bit of water, but whatever. And we'll let that dilute a little. Oh no, actually it wasn't too much. It's more like a, if I had to guess, like a 5-to-1 kind of mix ratio, which is about where I want it. I don't want it too gray, but I want it bright enough that it's going to stand out. And in fact, I probably will add another couple drops of white just to give like a final coloring. Geo fits, there he is. Oh look, some Eldar. Good thing Gim isn't here. Yeah, good old Gim. Actually, Alex, you're in Ottawa, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever bumped into the infamous Gim? Do you ever
No,
go?
I haven't.
Do you ever go to any hobby shops in the area?
I only go one on the east side because I live east of Ottawa there, so I'm sure if I would have ever met the guy, I would have recognized his mannerisms.
They would ride a bus.
Well, yeah, he's a bus driver in Ottawa, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good old OC Transport. You know that the excess OC Transport, that's what they're done with when they just ship up in the zoo, eh?
Oh, yeah?
It's funny when we go visit. It's like, that was before I got 800,000 kilometers, so explain how it's broken down 3 times today. Wait, but he lives in Ottawa, eh?
I'm not 100% sure where he lives. And I don't want to say because...
Fair enough, this is live.
Yeah. I don't want to be, outing the guy, right? Fucking all sorts of crazies will show up at his door and shit. I'm sure...
I'm sure he's never said anything offensive.
No, he doesn't say anything offensive. It's just, he's a bus driver, and there's crazy people in Ottawa.
Yeah. The only experiences I have on buses in Ottawa was when I was in college. I lived in res, and that was quite the eye-opening experience.
You lived on a res?
What?
You lived on a res?
Residence.
Oh, residence. He said res.
I realize now that has different connotations depending on who speaking to.
I was going to say, what res were you at?
Let's say, no, not res. The res where, you go to school and there's a room there. And...
We're about to have a turf war. Because Alex was about to say he was from the east side.
Yeah.
And Chris was like, west side represent.
Well, yeah.
I've been to Goulet, but no, I don't live in a res.
Oh. Man. I was going to say, fucking, we might have chewed up the same dirt.
What the hell does that mean?
Well, if you partied with any of the girls, then you'd know.
Oh, Jesus. It's like, oh, okay, party now. What was it I said earlier? Different connotations depending who you're speaking to.
Exactly.
You're an ass.
Only on the weekends. All right. Geo, Chris and Gim have been friends for so long, they're basically like old married couple. Almost, yeah, pretty much. I'm sure one day he'll try and kill me. Sophie, Gim's a bus driver, but that's like one of those rude guy postman pat vids. Lots of swearing. Yeah, Gim swears probably just as much as I do, if not more. And about more, he's more of a shake your fist at the sky kind of guy. There we go. That's
Is gaming still a hobby?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know how much hobbying time he gets in, but yeah. I mean, he's a busy man, and you know, because he's got small kids, and you know, family man, full-time job, and he's a man of many pursuits, so you know, he's busy. I think that's it. Yeah, it's fun getting Gim all pumped up about stuff. All right.
So again, tell us what you thought about the convoy the other week.
Yeah. All right. In Canada, are we not done talking about the convoy? Like, and how effective that was?
Jeez, I wish we were. My work environment is still a very prominent topic of discussion.
Really? Given
Some people move on.
Given that we're on the brink of World War III, and they still want to talk about how that was all about freedoms.
Oh, they throw words like tyrant and oppression around, and like every time I hear that word again, I don't think it means what you think it means.
Yeah.
It's the same week where the police are finally doing something there. Oh, my rights, they did that. How about the kids being shelled and motors on the other side of the world right now? Like, Jesus, how was that a perspective?
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, that's it, right? I mean, when you've lived a certain lifestyle and it's this whole pandemic upended it, you know, these kinds of limitations and such on your privileges can feel like oppression, right?
Seems like a bigger deal.
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, it's perspective. And which in part, you know, selfishness as well, right? To do, you know, the bare fucking minimum of keeping other people safe. The concept just doesn't even factor for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's definitely something I've come to realize after having discussions, because, well, we try to have a discussion, turns into a rant on their part, despite the fact you're being calm, and as soon as you bring up, well, what about the residents of the city? Oh, don't give a shit about them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's kind of interesting, seeing as you say you're doing it for them.
Right, exactly, right? It's craziness. It's craziness. It just it stems from selfishness, you know. It's really where the problem lies, because even right since, you know, the beginning of this whole fucking pandemic bullshit, the concept of keeping other people safe was just such a foreign concept, you know. Like they couldn't grasp the idea that the mask doesn't protect you, and they latched onto this idea that the mask, it doesn't even work. Well, the mask wasn't meant to protect you; it was to protect other people from you.
Well, the other issue too is just it's very prominent in society as a whole, even before the pandemic, is that people like to ask the questions in order to crank themselves up, but they don't seek answers to said questions. You'll see it all the time on media. We ask the hard questions. Well, what are the answers? Did you look for the answers? Because all you're doing is angering people. You're not really educating.
Yeah.
The big one is too is, well, vaccines don't protect you. You still get sick. It's like, well, no, it's not a guarantee that you won't catch the damn thing, but it'll boost your immune system so that it won't hit you as hard. Same thing with the flu vaccine.
Right, exactly.
But I digress. That's enough work.
Yeah. It's not the last time we're going to hear about it.
I'm done now.
Hopefully we're not talking about this kind of shit, though, until we're all old and fucking gray. When the next pandemic hits.
Yeah, that'd be interesting if you get another one so close to the heels of this one. Oh, man.
Yeah, you'd think we'd be more prepared if another one hit, right?
Jeez, we had a bunch of fail-safes and things in place for this pandemic because a lot of countries, us and states included, had a playbook. And, well, you open up the playbook, you see how out of date it was. It didn't really keep up with modern technology, and all the stock and inventory that you had in the event of a pandemic all turned out to be expired.
Oof.
Yeah, we had N95 masks that the mask is still good, but the elastics that strap it to your head work. You give that a little tug and, oh, next one.
Oh, really? Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think we learned a lot about maybe checking in once in a while those contingency plans, make sure they're still up to date.
Yeah, no kidding. Alright. Flush this. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yeah, anti-vaxxers, yeah. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with that. I think a lot of people, too, are just kind of, you know, like, it was such a huge amount of, you know, empathy to try and help people and protect others. And now it feels like, and I kind of feel this myself, like, all right, you don't want to wear the fucking mask, you don't want to get the vaccine, you don't want to do the fucking bare minimum, fine, don't. You know, I'm fucking tired of having this conversation.
We're kind of at that point where we've hit the threshold for, okay, it's going to be effective. The people who don't want it, well, they just have to suffer repercussions by themselves now.
Yeah, you know, like, yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, I'm all for it. If you don't want it, yeah, don't take it. But don't come crying to me if you catch it bad.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
Medical system is already clogged up enough with the amount of stress leave and leaves and people leaving it because the work environment's already shite enough with the pandemic. It just pushed a lot of people to leave.
Well, because one of the kids had to go to the local hospital here, and the Niagara area is like at max population for, what's that, 4 towns? It's St. Catharines, Niagara Falls, Fort Erie, and Welland. And the hospital here, which was like less than 400,000 people, maybe less than that, like 300,000. St. Catharines, the big town, it's only like 100 and some thousand. And it was, they went to emerge, and yeah, it was like 5 hours.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's long for here.
So, yeah, because that's the problem that we're having pretty much ever now is lack of staff. I had to bring in someone that was suffering chest pains that were treating with medication. They made us wait 2.5 hours because they didn't have any room even in the resus area.
Oof.
Like, it's bad how we no longer have the means to accommodate sick people.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, you know, it's gross. It's gross. All right.
The pandemic's at its tail end. We have a lot less sick people, but now we're kind of suffering with the consequences of the burnouts.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at, right? It's dealing with these fucking consequences of this silliness.
COVID fatigue.
All right. Minor. I'm changing topic here.
Please.
Logos on this data sheet, this fucking transfer sheet. This is the new one. It's got a nice big Samhan logo, one, and it's got 2 smaller ones, and then 4 even smaller ones. But they come with this set with the bikes. They're not 3 identical symbols of the same size. What the fuck? I'm probably going to end up using this one. I would like to use these bigger ones, but I think where I placed my chevron is a little, because I like having the chevron kind of running in the middle or at the peak of it, kind of at the top of the serpent or into the infinity part of it. I would like the bigger one, but I think we'll have to go with the smaller one. Unless, of course, we dig into my pile of transfers and we just dig up some of these bigger ones. Are these the same size? These look like they are the same size. So I guess I could just gear up some more of these. Maybe I'll use these big transfers. I wouldn't mind using these big transfers. Decisions. Nah, fuck it, we'll use these. We'll use these medium-sized ones. But I got enough here to do 3 of that size. This size right here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That size. Not the big one. These ones. But I got 3 of that size. So yeah, we'll use these. So first, I am going to Kim. Yeah, I got the second biggest decal from an older sheet to get 3 for the bikes. Yeah. Sophie, it's probably on purpose to get you to buy another transfer sheet. Do they sell these transfer sheets? I don't even know if they sell these.
To get them kits.
Say what?
You have to get them in kits.
So no. Okay. I be right back. I'm going to get my dish of water and I'm going to grab another coffee. So I'll be back in like 2 minutes. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Who's excited for the new Kenobi? Go.
God, Chris not able to just freehand the Sam Han symbol on there in under like 2 minutes? God.
He calls himself an artist.
Calls himself an artist? Can't even do that. Oh, he actually legitimately got up. He can't get that chevron.
Yeah, so your shit talking isn't gonna yield any results that'll be entertaining.
No. Normally he just like turns his chair or to grab something. Yeah, he legit got up and went into another room. Yeah.
And now he can't hear it. So what are you working on?
No, nothing. I put together some stuff earlier today and that's about it.
He's working on a case of hemorrhoids.
Yeah, probably from the manual depacting.
Okay. Transfer time. Grab my little dish. I'm gonna fill this with some water. Oh
I
shit.
did all this stuff earlier, Chris, and I thought you were still in the room to hear it.
What? No, I didn't.
Some
Why?
pretty rude stuff, dude. You missed out.
Oh.
Yeah, use that.
Oh, it's boop though. Nothing new. Nothing new there. No matter how nice I talk to the kid, he always fucking throws shade my way. Fucking kids.
Fucking boomer.
Fucking. I'm not a boomer, man.
Said the boomer.
Said the boomer. Not a fucking boomer. Fuck. Alright, let's cut out these transfers.
Just be that one fucking like clip from one of the TV shows. There's like, how do you do, fellow kids? And it's freaking Steve Buscemi with the skateboard over his back.
Yeah.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, hello, how do you do, fellow young people?
I too am YOLO. Go.
Let's get one. Come on. Come on. There we go. Got one. Let's get two. See, this is why it's handy to have a whole bunch of transfer sheets in your possession. Not just to look like a crazy person, but...
Remember, it's only called hoarding if you don't have a use for it.
Exactly. That's exactly it. It's not hoarding if it has a purpose. If it finds use at some point later on down the road.
Whatever helps you sleep in.
Weed usually helps me sleep at night.
It's a very similar philosophy to paranoia, because it's only called paranoia until you're right.
Exactly. Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean the government isn't actually trying to kill you. I understand that completely. Oh, I think I fucking cut that a little too close. There we go. Sorry, I'm making multiple cuts over these just so they don't have to apply too much pressure all in one go. Alright, let's see here. Come on. Come on. Come to daddy. There we go. There we go. We got some symbols. Okay. We got 3 Samhain symbols for Samhaining. Let's grab our trusty rusty. Where the fuck are my there it is. My tweezers. I like these little clampy dooders. Let's grab our Walthers. I'm not going to bother gloss coating the behinds because it's pretty damn slicked already. And yeah, that's it, right? Water, tweezers, brush, Walthers. Good to go. All right. Comments. Sophie, thought you were in the boomer generation. That's 50s and 60s. Isn't it? Or is that Gen X? Sophie, that hurts. That hurts. Sophie. That hurts, Sophie. That hurts. Damn kids in your internet.
Oh, shit.
No, Sophie, I was not born in the fucking 50s or 60s. God damn it.
It was the 70s.
Yes.
I mean, technically you're Boom Echo, so...
A Boom Echo? That's a new
Yeah,
one?
there was the Baby Boom, and then there was the Baby Boom Echo.
I've never heard of the Boom Echo.
Yeah. So, the Baby Boom was made after the First or Second World War. Second World War, I think it was.
Yeah.
And then, massive spike in population. Well, eventually, that whole boom in population also had kids, so you saw another spike in population. That was referred to as the Boom Echo.
Now, see, I always thought because Gen X was actually the smaller of the current generations. There's like the population-wise, there are fewer Gen X than there are Boomers or Millennials.
Then it might be mixing it up. Maybe it's not the Gen X, that's the Boom Echo.
Yeah.
I'm not a historian.
No, neither am I.
Just a nerd with a dream.
I only play one on TV.
Mhm.
But yeah, because like I'm born in the mid 70s. I am, as far as I understand it, I am in Gen X. And apparently we are the smaller of the current generations that exist right now. As far as I understand it. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but yeah. Hey man. Why is it
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Chris, I get called a boomer at work.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you look old though?
No. Well, really.
I was just being a dick.
But, well, apparently to a 14-year-old.
True. Very true.
Then I look fucking ancient.
Very true. Sophie, 70s then thought, if you look at it this way, you've been around 5 decades, 2 centuries, 2 millennium, and still under 50. Yeah. Sophie, that doesn't make it sound any better. That doesn't make it sound any better at all. Mind you, I think Sophie's around the same age as my daughter, so yeah. Makes me just feel even older. Thank you, Sophie. Father's Day isn't until fucking June, so you're a little ahead of time, a little ahead of the schedule. But thank you.
I'm at that awkward stage where I begin to realize that I'm at the cusp of being considered old.
Oh yeah, it sucks. It sucks.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, it sucks. Shit stops working. Shit that you thought was gone comes back. Yeah.
Joints start hurting, goes to the doctor, says, "Oh yeah, everything's fine. It's just gonna hurt from now on." I'm like, so messed up.
Yeah, exactly, right? So, yeah. Kim, Gen X are the people born in the late 60s to early 80s. So we are both in that category. Yeah, as far as I understood, it was like 66 or something like that to 78 or 80, I think, is like Gen X, something like that. I don't know. They keep moving these fucking, these goalposts around. Not that it really matters.
Changing what it is.
Yeah, exactly, right? I used to be with it. Then they changed what it was. Now what's it is strange and unusual.
Keep making shit up, so that doesn't help either.
Yeah, exactly, right? But it's the times we live in, right? Everything's made up.
Well, everything needs a label.
Yeah, and everything needs a fucking label. All right. We are going to slap this so the infinity the little infinity symbol's right there. The serpent goes right around there. Move these out of the way because probably end up getting water on them or something. Sophie, 18 here. Oh, you're 18? Oh, geez, Louise.
Jesus.
Yeah, my daughter's older than you then. My daughter's legal drinking age here.
Oh, so is Sophie, depending where she's at.
She is in the UK, I believe. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. I think she just does it to make me feel old and to annoy the piss out of me. I think that's the only reason she says that shit. Which would be kind of on par for girls her age, because my daughter does the same shit to me, so.
That's all retaliatory, though.
I guess. Ooh, that always looks super sexy. As soon as you slap that transfer down. Yeah. Me likey. Just try and make sure we get the final placement right. Now, the infinity is hanging over the panel lines of this little doodad in the center of the hood. That's fine, because once we slap the Walthers down, the transfer will creep into those areas. Sorry, I'm describing this shit for anybody who's watching this after the fact that's wondering what the fuck I'm doing and why I do things the way I do. I'm under the misguided impression that people still want to learn things.
What the hell was that? Oh my god.
Did your cat shit on you?
No, he started snoring very loudly and suddenly. I'm not aware of feeling I can make that noise. Anyways.
I think it's pretty center. Looks good. So now we get the Walthers. We get the Walthers. It's my favorite stuff right here. Sophie, she tease you about being old too, Chris? Yeah, she does. Of course. And she calls me Boomer, even though she knows I'm not. She knows, she does it just to annoy the shit out of me. That's why she does it. She wouldn't
Okay,
be...
Boomer.
Yeah, she knows how to upset her dad. Like any good daughter does, I suppose. There we go. Let that sit over here. We'll get the next guy ready. And get the next transfer. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Yeah, you can kind of see. Not that I really give a shit if you can see it or not. Do you guys work with transfers?
No.
No? How come?
Or so these days.
How come you don't work with transfers, Boop?
Yeah, it's never did. I mean, I have it sometimes, but it's not. Typically, the shoulders have, that I work with have the molded icons in them, or I have to freehand it because there aren't transfers for what I'm painting.
Gotcha. But it's not like out of a reluctance to work with them or anything?
No, it's just kind of like I've never really needed to.
I hear you.
I mean, I could with my Blood Angels. Some of them have like flat shoulders, but it's kind of like an Ultramarine, even without the U on there. Everybody knows it's fucking.
You're right. Yeah. Well, because like the Ultramarine U as a transfer is one of the infamous transfers that annoys the shit out of people. Just because the horseshoe shape of it, there is all that clear material between the printed image. And so oftentimes that causes problems when you put it on that curved surface. So usually that stresses people out. Mind you, even without a product like this to, help you with the adhesion, simply just cutting the transfer in that space alleviates a lot of that stress for trying to get it to conform to that surface. Oh, it's ready already. Nice. Do do do. Do do do. Do 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 do. There we go. Yeah. Slap this down right around there. Stay. Whoop. Look at that. It's crumped right up. Fuck. It's one of those standy up transfers. Look at that. It's standing right up. That's fucked up. How fucked up is fucked up? That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Get down there. There we go. Alright. Now to move the transfers around, I typically re-wet the surface with a lot of water so that the transfer has something to kind of glide on. Just like that. How did I have it there? Oh, okay. It's kind of like that. Oop. There we go. Let's push this up a little bit more. Get up there. God damn it. Hold it. Need some more water. There we go. Okay, get up there. Scooch. Scooch! It's not scooching. Oh, you fucking ass. There we go. Scooch. There we go. And yeah, oh fuck! I think that's about it. And that. Scooch. Yeah, I think that's it. All right. Yeah, it's pretty center. Time to squeegee out the water. Go. Go. Get all that water. Go. Perfect. Love it. I am loving it. Get the Walthers. So when I'm laying the Walthers down, I am going to lay a fairly heavy amount up by the infinity symbol so that falls in. And if it doesn't fall in, we can always apply more. So I just leave a little bit there. And just basically touch the surface. Try not to move the little brush around because it can move the transfer around. And once it starts doing that, then you're kind of in trouble because then it can easily break up the transfer and shit. Sophie, is it me, or are the GW transfers the worst quality transfer, never have the same problems with Airfux or Tamiya transfer ripping or folding? I've only ever really played a lot with GW transfers. I've done like transfers from like companies that have done like this, the Star Trek ones, Erdl, and who's the other one that does Star Trek kits? Erdl and somebody else. But anyway, yeah. I have not played a lot with Tamiya transfers, although I have a Tamiya kit at my feet right now. I which we should still get back to work on. But yeah, I mean, as far as like the transfer folding up like it did earlier, not really a huge issue for me. I'm not too worried about it. It's not like it's, you know, ruining my modeling experience or anything like that. No, and I've used even custom transfers that like even we've printed ourselves, like using a regular inkjet printer and, you know, done it the, you know, make your own transfers way, and I've never had a problem. Mainly because I use products like this, Walthers. If you are a big fan of transfers, but you aren't using like either Solvaset or Microsol, any of those kind of products, there's a bunch of products out there for setting decals. Tamiya makes one. I was just looking. I think like AK makes one. A bunch of people make transfer sets. And they essentially work the same way. They melt the transfer so it adheres to the surface nice and perfectly. And then, of course, once you seal it, it blends right into the model surface. And, yeah, you're fine. Revel, that's it. Revel and AMT. Yeah. I thought it was Erdl. No? Revel? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Because I used to do a lot of Star Trek kits way back in the day. Oh, and Bandai. Bandai transfers. I've done plenty of Bandai transfers, and they're transfers. They're water slide transfers. I don't really. Shit. Is that a no? Oh fuck! Pulled it off the paper. Oh no! Played with it too much. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, you're still here. You've been quiet for a little bit here. You were waiting for your moment to strike, were you?
Yep. Like a fucking ninja.
Like a fucking
Wait
ninja?
for that moment to call fucking Chris a boomer.
A boomer?
Yeah.
You gotta say it like
No,
Forrest
I
Gump
wouldn't
or
call
what?
Chris a boomer because I get call it myself.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Amen.
Well, now you've just opened yourself up.
There we go.
Open myself. I didn't do that. Fucking kids at work did it.
This is
They
the,
assholes.
the join or die, and unfortunately, you chose boomer.
Oh, shit. Come on. There we go. Come on. Scooch. Actually, is that where I have the other ones?
Some people probably thinking you would never call Chris a boomer to his face. Yeah, if he was at Adepticon this next week, I would still call him a boomer.
Yeah, all you fucking dickheads
Unlike
call me.
Matt, I have no fear.
Wait, Matt has a filter?
No fear.
Oh, fear. I think you said filter. And I say Matt doesn't have a
No.
filter. Not that I've ever heard that kid.
No.
Oh, I bought Mandalorians.
For what?
Tiny models for Star
for
Wars
Star
Legion.
Wars Legion.
Yeah, bought myself some Mandalorians. I don't play Legion, but I just want a tiny dooders.
You know, when they first released that they were going to do Star Wars Legions and shit, I was really excited for the game. And then I lost enthusiasm when, you know, it wasn't Clone Wars, and it was just Rebels.
I mean, it's Clone Wars and stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, like, when they first did it, it was just Empire versus Rebellion. And it's a very limited jumping off point. Like, they should have did it Clone Wars first, because that's the bigger sandbox, and then hyped up, you know, a New Hope era. Know what I mean?
They should have started chronological order with episode 1, and you could only be Gungans your battle droid.
Right, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it should have started. It should have started with the bigger battle. Kim, I've never noticed any big difference between the new GW transfers and the ones from Tamiya, Bandai, or the custom ones from Fallout Hobbies. Yeah, I haven't really noticed a big difference either. I think at this point the technology for transfers is pretty set. I don't think there's much wiggle room for reinventing the wheel, so to speak.
Well, Dad, I'm gonna go eat dinner.
Boop.
And then I want to see Chris for 2 whole weeks.
2 whole weeks? Oh yeah, because Adepticon is next week.
And I'm partying tomorrow.
Oh, you're partying?
Yeah.
So that's why we won't see you for a week? So you're not going to see me for 2 weeks because tonight you party. And it doesn't end until the end of Adepticon? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and I'm not stopping till I get home. Adepticon.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's,
Kids are going hard these days.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, go hard or go home.
Yeah, well, it's been a while since I've been on a bender, so have fun.
Yeah, well, you are currently home, so.
I'm currently home. Yes, I'm currently home. You are. I mean, it's not a hard thing to make that
So
call.
you went home because you didn't go hard.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You're being called out.
I'm being called out, yes. Thank you.
Yeah. Get good, scrub.
Sophie, I have the DS9 station and a Runabout Enterprise B and C original series Enterprise all still boxed and unbuilt, and I think 1 or 2 are older than me. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. The DS9. I think all those model kits are probably older than you. The DS9 station, that was around when I was in high school. No, couldn't have been. DS9 wasn't around when I was in high school. When the fuck did DS9 start? That was early 90s. Yeah, I was finishing up high school, early 90s. Yeah, because Next Generation started in like 87, ended like 93, 94, and I finished high school in 94, 93, 94, somewhere around that. And DS9 started like 2 or 3 years before the end of Next Gen. So, yeah. So, yeah, DS9 and the Runabouts, yeah, those model kits were out. Enterprise B was probably late 90s, and C, or Enterprise B would have been, yeah, it would have been about, all those kits, yeah, would have been mid-90s, at least. So, yeah, they're older than you, kid. All those kits combined are older than both of us. Oh. Didn't consider that one, did you? Yeah, see, this one here, I don't know if you guys can see it very well. This transfer here is not falling into the recesses, so I'm going to wait until it's perfectly dry. I can still see there's some of the solvent sitting there. I might not have got all the water out, and that's why it's sitting above the detail. This one here is falling into the recesses. And this one here, it's still setting. But this one here does not look like it's falling into recesses. No.
Is it the solver set that does that?
Yeah, so the Walthers, it just basically melts the transfer to the surface, and even panel lines and stuff like that, weird doohickeys, whatever, it'll just make that transfer conform right to that surface, like 1-to-1. But I like this one. I've used microsols, but I prefer this one. I find that this one is, most of the time, it's one application and done kind of thing. Now this
makes decals snuggle down.
Yeah, but yeah, it's
nice.
It just snuggles and nice. You get that nice creamy finish.
Oh
Oh,
god.
Jesus Christ.
Go away.
Creamy.
No.
I've been bugging both my kids about where the fuck that, like, saying it like that and like where that comes from, and they don't know. And my daughter is the meme lord, so but she doesn't even know.
Maybe they just don't want you to know.
Yeah, that's possible as well. That is possible.
And where is
Sounds
it
like-
from something, or is it just me that hates it?
I don't know. No, because like I've been saying it, and like it's from something, because like I'm not funny and I can't think of jokes on my own. So I had to have gotten it from somewhere. I assume.
It's fucking dreadful. Anyways.
What? Nice and creamy?
Ah.
Ooh woo.
Now I know why people hate the word moist. Now I know how they feel.
Yeah, I don't understand that one either. Like with the aversion to moist. Like I don't understand that one. That one
Moist
is
towel.
moist. Yeah, just like I don't like the sound of that word, moist. Like what?
Moister than an oyster.
Well, when you say it pervy like that, then yeah, it's gonna fucking sound weird. Because you can say, "Hey, it's creamy," but then you can say,
"Oh, that's worse."
But then you can say it like, "Oh, it's creamy." That sounds worse. It's creamy.
Creamy goodness.
Chocked full
I
of.
don't have the energy for this.
Chocked full of creamy goodness.
No.
How do you take it? All warmed up and creamy?
No. Fucking killing me.
Fucking today's lesson on how to be creepy.
Oh god.
Kim, are you doing more or are you wrapping up for the day? What time we at? Oh shit, it's 4 minutes to 6. Yeah, because these got to dry, and I'm probably gonna hit the top end of these transfers if they are not adhering. Like here, let me see if I can zoom in on this. I'll show you guys since we have a little bit of time here for the end of the stream. Let me see if I can pull up my cam. Cam. Fuck off. All these fucking windows. Okay, hold on. So, this was the first one we laid in, and it's not adhering into the details here. Let's see. Can we get a good focus here? Okay. The intensity, though, of the light is a little intense. So let's see if we can turn the light down a bit. Which one is that? That one? Let's turn down the light just a bit. Yeah. So you can see how it looks like it's still sitting above that panel line, right? Because this detail here goes all the way around. And you can see it's not falling into the detail. And I think I might have not pulled all the water out. And so that's why it's not falling in there. But you can see the rest of it like is adhering like perfectly to that surface, right? So, and whereas the other one, it is falling, although it's still puckering. But yeah, you can see how it's falling into the panel lines.
It's knocked out.
Yeah, it's nice and snug. Because you got to scooch it, and then it falls in there nice and snug like. Whereas this one here, yeah, this one's still puckering as well, but it's falling in as well. If I can get the light to play on the surface a bit. And you see how it's falling in? But anyway, yeah, you got to make sure you pull most of that moisture out. We're not talking like it's got to be bone dry or anything like that, but pretty darn close. And yeah, you just, you apply this shit and it makes it conform to that surface really nicely. Oh, what time we at? Oh, yeah, okay. So, Alex, since you don't join us very often, any final thoughts? Okay, good.
Not really. Because the only thing coming to mind is Ass Jam, and that's not a final good thought.
Ass Jam? Oh, Ass Jam. I think you meant like Ass Jam, not Ass Jam. Gotcha. Right, because like when you got
a hard time getting over that.
Yeah, when you got to wipe your ass like 50 million times. Yeah, I hear you. That's annoying.
Oh, that was a good advice then. Get a bidet. How about that?
Oh, you know what though? Yeah, I have been seriously considering a bidet, just for that reason, for the Ass Jam, because Yeah, sometimes it's on there like stucco, and again,
Yeah, it's great for Klingons.
yeah, like one time, I was even considering using one of the wife's good dish towels because they got a bit of texture to them. You know, they got that quilting to them, and yeah, you got to go with like the 4-ply sometimes with the extra quilting. And essentially, like if you get like the lower end brands, sometimes it can feel like sandpaper, and I don't really care for that. Unless of course it's on the brochure that that's the experience you're gonna get. In which case, that's why I get it. But otherwise, yeah, you get the nice soft stuff. Triple ply.
You sound so serious.
I was trying to keep it together, man. I was. You fucked me up. I was trying to make a sales pitch here.
Yeah, sandpaper bog roll.
Yeah, bog roll. Yeah, the bog roll. Yeah, like something that's as effective as getting like a dish towel and just like, or even like your shag bathroom mats like that.
For fuck's sake.
And you just you put that like or even like like the paint rollers. You just get a couple spare one of those and you just run that right through the gooch area and that'll clear that right up.
My wife always tells me that I bring all the conversations back to shit. I ain't got nothing on Chris. Holy fuck.
Well, I can talk about shit. I mean, because everybody poops, right? So, it's
something we all have in common.
Well, other than people with colostomy bags, then of course,
That's a good pickup line. Hey, you shit, I shit. Where do we go from here?
To the washroom.
Like honestly, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it is a good pickup line. It's a shared common experience. I'm not sure a lot of other people that you're attracted to will jump on board right away, but don't let their raised eyebrows discourage you. Continue. See how far you can get. Because if getting Dirty Sanchez is your bag, then you're golden, right? So, but anyway.
You just run it back around the other side.
Dragon Knight. Then just get a pressure washer. Then you can get a pressure. Well, because like a bidet, right? Because you can adjust the pressure, and depending on what kind of nozzle head you get. Because I wonder if they go in for like shower heads where you can adjust them, where you can get like the vibration, or they come with just the spray, or if they kind like
you
more
can go
like
from gentle rinse to retract testicles. That's how hard those things can go.
Ooh, retract testicles. You mean you gotta like kind of like grab them and like scooch them up and then kind of just wash your behind? Is that the way it works? Or it just blows them right off? Because I don't want
a biological reaction to danger.
Oh, okay. So they just retract up. Oh, it's like it's like
I sense danger. My testicles are inside.
That happened the other day to me. Yeah, it was fucking cold out the other day, and I was outside, and yeah, I was wearing loose pants, and the breeze was going right up my pant leg, and yeah, I started talking like this while I was out outside. And everybody's like, "Why are you talking like that?" I said, "Cause my testicles are gone." Anyway. Kim, remember, there is no play for Mr. Gray, so paint your fucking models. And at this time, you should all be patrons. And if you're not, fuck the link in the description. Fuck the link in the description, Jesus. Just fuck it,
at least
man.
gonna have a good time.
Yeah, just fuck it, man. Just fuck the link. Just, real good and hard. Anyway, Sophie. Top tip, don't buy creamy chocolate eclairs on the day Chris's stream. He'll put you right off of them.
Don't make him say it.
She said creamy chocolate.
Don't make him say it. I wouldn't lie if I
More one W. How would you pronounce that?
How do you pronounce it?
Yeah, if you put more than one W, how would you pronounce that?
No. You don't. That's the neat part. You don't.
Queeby.
Kawiweeby.
Okay, wait, here. We'll bust in some ASMR. Okay, we're ending the stream here.
Oh.
Yeah, we're ending the stream here. Like not here, but like here. There we go. Title card. There we go. We're out. We're coming out, and then we're gonna come in nice and close because we're gonna go nice and creamy chocolate. Take care of those brushes, and they'll take care of you kids, and I'll see you guys later.
Take care.
Oh wait, barfing. We didn't get the final words from you, did we?
No.
Don't say queemy.
Yeah, that's you're right, but like,
Yeah. Just
get it away from me, please.
just shut the fuck up already, Jesus.